Hey, Shalom, Malcolm, it's Rakam Kapashim, Jim Islam, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Chachadash. I want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful, let's preach His truth and all sincerity. Back again with another video. This one just going to be based off this article here. As you can see the title of it, it says Rothschild family wealth is 5 times that of the world's top 8 billionaires combined. Now, hey, we know the Rothschild family well. Okay, the red shield, right? These Edomites are at the top of these Edomites, you know, these Amalekites, right? They're at the top and they hold the world's wealth. Okay, they own these banks, right? And they have amassed such a fortune that is more than is necessary to have on this planet right now, when you got a whole bunch of people suffering on it, right? But you know, as much as they claim to be philanthropists and charity workers and all this type of shit, the world don't seem to get any fucking better. But these guys have the resources, the money to change everything in the world for the better. But guess what? That isn't truly their MO, man. Okay, these are the wicked that rule in this world. Okay, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay, and I'm going to grab that in a minute, right? These men are in charge. They're the rulers. They're the real kings over the earth, and yet under their watch, nothing but more wickedness, you know, goes on. All right, and like I said, they got the money and all of that, right, to, you know, get rid of poverty. But these men are not really on that. Okay, that's just a front that they you know, they portray to make them feel like, oh, they're you know, these are good people. These are not. Okay, that ain't nothing but Satan appearing as an angel of light. that's all that is, you know. It's 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14, right? It said, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into the angel of light. Okay, you know, they got everybody in the world thinking that these are the good guys, man. You know, that they've amassed all this wealth because they're blessed. The Lord's blessed them, and they're out helping this charity, that charity, when they're all just fronts for criminal organizations, man. Criminal activities, money laundering, right? All that type of shit, tax evasion, you know, child trafficking, all this shit. They're just fronts, you know. But he's made to look like he's the good guy on the planet, man. All right, it says, therefore it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness. Right, so like I said, they're you know, they're out here, them and their cronies, right? They're you know, out here, you know, acting like they're the good in the world, man. So-called white men, the good in the world, right? When he ain't. The opposite, right? It says, whose end shall be according to their works. All right, so you know, eventually they're gonna get what's coming to them. All right, but you know, we're just gonna get into these scriptures here, right? This is Psalm 73 verse 3 says, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked, right? These men are hella, like I said, hella rich, man, hella money, man. You know, in their branch families and all of that, man, you know, going under different names to make it all confusing, right? The money is all within the family, some way, somehow, right? They got more than enough, right? So they're prospering in this world, right? Okay, but they're the wicked, right? So for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. Okay, their money continues, man. It gets passed on generation to generation, you know, to you know, one heir to the next, right? They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. They don't have the same troubles as regular Joe on the street. You know, they have the same problems as these regular Edomites that, you know, they're ruling over. Esau's on top as a whole, but hey, some of these Edomites are damn bad. All right, they don't live like everybody else, man. Okay, they ain't, you know, you know, when you go somewhere, restaurant, shopping or whatever, you know, you pick, because you got, you know, you got to pick between options, right? These men don't need to have options, man. They just get what they want. They ain't got to pick or choose. They just get what they want, and it's not even a thing. It's not something they even think about. I want that. I'm taking that. that's it. All right. On a big scale too, you know, I'm talking a little scale, but on a big scale too, it's the same way, right? Anyway, Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain, and violence covered them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. All right, they got far more than they could ever hope to possibly do anything with, other than to fuck up the earth. You know, fund this fucking scheme, this wickedness. That's where this money goes. You know, for themselves personally, man, that's more than any man could put, ever use. These men already have everything, and plus they got all this money and all these other assets. You know what I'm saying? While you got people out here struggling, you got people in a first world country on the fucking street. Supposed first world, right? People in London out there living fucking homeless and shit. Should never be fucking. Should be a sight you should never see in a place like this, right? But it goes on all around the world. And they're constantly draining from everybody, every country, every government. They're just draining them. Put them in debt. Not giving a fuck about the people, man. Talking about their philanthropists and shit. This is verse 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. Man, they're hella proud. They don't give a damn about, the things that they're into or have been into. Funding the transatlantic slave trade and all that shit. I don't give a fuck. So they set their mouth against the heavens and their tongue are walking through the earth, right? Always blaspheming, always speaking wicked things, okay? And pushing these ideologies on others, man, because they got the power in the earth to say, and people do. They got the power to change laws and write laws and all this kind of business, man. Okay, the world hears what these Edomites have to say, and obviously these are the power behind these governments and all these people that we're supposed to be taking orders from. This is therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them, and they say, how doth God know, and is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches, man. Right? They do nothing but increase in wealth. Their strength is firm, man. It just continues to grow and grow and grow. While the poor are just getting poorer in this world. Okay, they're not getting richer. Okay? The poor are getting fucked by inflation and shit. Taxes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can say, oh yeah, but your minimum wage has gone up and all that shit, man. But you're getting fucked right now, man. With all these inflations and interest rates and tax rates, you're getting screwed over, man. While these man, they're just earning more every year. No matter what the fuck happened, it could be, whole fucking pandemic happened, and these men are still raking it in. You know what I'm saying? They weren't in trouble like other men. You know what I'm saying? They were doing good. And anyone could do it. Yeah, you got the money to. Yeah, you could have invested in different things and made money out of all of that. But guess what? You don't have the fucking money, man, because they got it all. But when you got money, it's easy to do shit like that. It's easy to invest. Yeah, of course. But most people don't even have fucking savings, man. The average person's poor. All right? This is Job 9:24. Says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, right? These are the ungodly that prosper in the world because they're at the top of the game, man. They're at the top of the food chain right now. They're here running shit, rigging shit for themselves. Right? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Right? So Esau's at the top, man. He's been put in charge of the earth right now, and it's rigged to him right now. He's the house, and the house always wins. Right? Because it's his time. But his time is coming to an end. Okay, and then the game's gonna be rigged in our favor, man. But it's all gonna be done in righteousness. We're gonna be receiving the best portions, the tithes and the blessings. Okay, we're gonna be rigged to prosper. Just that we're gonna run the world in righteousness, man. All right. This is from Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. For his philosophies, right? Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as deaf and cannot be satisfied. All right, he just wants more and more, even though he don't need it. Like the Lord already gave him an inheritance, man, but that wasn't good enough for him, man. He didn't want that. He wasn't happy with that. right? So he cast that away and decided I'm gonna have the whole earth instead. And even though that was given to him, you know, according to the blessing that he'd have the fat of the earth and all that kind of stuff for a period of time, right? He don't want to let that go. Okay, he wants everything, man, and this is why, you know, the WEF, man, I got that mantra about you will own nothing and be happy, man. They are looking to take every little thing, man. They want you to own nothing, right? They want it all the resources, all of it. You know, all the control. Right? He is as hell. Sorry, his desire is as hell, which is bottomless, right? And is as death and cannot be satisfied. The earth has always got spare room for the dead. Right? You might be, you know, decomposed and that it's ready for another one, man. just chuck it in, you know, dig a grave, chuck it in, you know, it's done. Right? And cannot be satisfied, but gather it unto him all nations, heap unto him all people. All right? So shall not all these take up a parable against him and a talking proverb against him and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his. This earth don't belong to you, Esau. All right? You have to give it back. Right? But we know you don't want to do that, right? You're doing everything in your power to retain it. Okay, and this is why you want to bring in the MLTV, man, because you think that by doing this you can keep your stranglehold on the earth, man, and nobody can't do nothing about it. You know, that the elect can't get sealed. You know, that the Lord ain't gonna show up and deliver his people and rip your ass out from your high estate. You know, but you're wrong. Okay, that's exactly what's gonna happen. All right. It says, woe to him that increases that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Right? All these nations are indebted, right? Well, who they indebted to? These guys, you know, guys like this, that fucking creepy ass motherfucker. You know. So shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be booties for unto them. Right? So eventually, man, you're gonna become a spoil. Just like we spoiled the Egyptians before we when we left Egypt. Okay, you Edomites, beginning with your elites, top wicked elites, right? You're gonna get spoiled, man, and we're gonna take all your shit. Well, not your shit. We're gonna take all our shit, right? Because it don't belong to you, man. Okay, you stole it, right? Unjust gains, man. Okay, and you're gonna lose it all because thou hast spoiled many nations, right? All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood and for the violence of the land of the city and all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house. Doing what you've done, and especially to our people, man, you brought a curse upon yourself, man. You know, and this is part of the reason why you got such a heavy judgment upon hanging over your head. Okay, because you've done everything the wrong way. You've done everything in wickedness, man. You know, so everything you've done is brought multiple curses upon you, stacking them curses, man. Right? It says, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Right? Which you ain't gonna be delivered. Yeah, you did the worst thing possible, man. You took the apple of the Most High's eye and put them in slavery, man. Okay, we don't belong to you, man. The Israelites don't belong to you. Right? The Lord's got heavy judgment against you, man. Right, it says, thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establisheth a city by iniquity. All right, and that's how all the Esau's shit got built up, man, of blood, robbery, rape. Right, that's what you did. Okay, so that's how you're gonna go out. All right. It's Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5 says no, I just read. Okay, this is from Genesis 47 verse 18, right? Because like I mentioned, man, his desire is as hell, and large of his desire is hell, and is as death and cannot be satisfied. Well, this is kind of what he's doing now, right? With You know, like I mentioned, the WEF, you own nothing and be happy. He's looking to say everything from everybody, right? And so here in Genesis 47 verse 18, it says here, and when that year was ended, they came unto him the second year and said unto him, we will not hide it from my Lord, how that our money is spent. My Lord also have our herds of cattle. There is aught left in the sight of my Lord but our bodies and our lands, right? Esau wants to, see everybody, control them, right? Controlling everything that they had, and it's the same sort of thing that happened here back in Egypt. All right, they end up having to give everything up. Okay. So wherefore shall we die before thine eyes, and both we and our land? Buy us and our land for bread, and we and our land will be servants unto Pharaoh, right? Because this time we're coming into, man, there's gonna be a lack of a lot of things, man, and food's gonna be one of them. Okay, the ability to eat. And these are gonna offer solutions, man, in order for you to get food, man. All right, which is going to involve you getting the MOTB. All right, so this is a cleverly crafty plan that Esau has been executing to bring people into this position, this situation, this situational difficulty, man, that you have no other option but to turn to Esau for all things, right, to save your life. Okay, except for there is another option, man, and that's to turn to the Lord. Okay, but Esau's made this place, completely unspiritual, wholly carnal, right? So you can't trust in them type of things, man, because you're too carnal in your own mind to perceive that, This is and Joseph bought all the land of Egypt for Pharaoh, for the Egyptians sold every man his field, because the famine prevailed over them, so the land became Pharaoh's. Right, so they sold themselves, the land, everything that they had, man, because the famine prevailed over them. And Esau using the same sort of tactics today, right? So that he can prevail over them. Okay? So Revelations 13 and 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell. Okay, you're not going to be able to get access to the food and the water and, all the items that you need, okay, unless you're hooked up to the new system, man. Unless you got that C-hip in your hand, that's the only way. That's how you're going to force you. That's how you're going to prevail, right? It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay. This is James chapter 5 verse 1. It says, go to now, ye rich men, and weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Right, so the rich men, these definitely fit that category, right? For sure, right? Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. Right, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Right, all this wealth you've amassed, all this wickedness you've done, to get it. Right, it's all bearing witness against you, man. And when the Lord brings the judgment against you, man, and burns you up, right? It's gonna depart from you, right? You're not gonna be in ownership of it anymore. It's gonna flee from you. All right, and it's gonna be left to those after you, man, which is gonna be us, because we're gonna be the ones in power and in rulership afterwards. So it's gonna be left to us. All right. It says, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter. All right, so that day is coming. Okay, you've waxed fat, but hey, man, you're about to get taken to the slaughterhouse, man. The Lord's about to, offer up a sacrifice, man. Well, you're going to be offered up as a sacrifice. All right. This is from Joel 20, verse 15. It said, he hath swallowed down riches and he shall vomit them up again. God shall cast them out of his belly. Right, so you're gonna have to give everything up, man, because like I said, it didn't belong to you, man. You was never gonna have it forever. This is only for a time, okay, and that time is rapidly depleting. Right, so yeah, you feel good about what you've done so far and all that you've accomplished, man. But guess what? It's gonna be for naught. Right, you'll be handing that shit over, man, having done nothing. Right. It says that he shall suck the poison of asps, the viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not sort it down. You're not going to keep it, right? Everything that you've worked so hard on achieving, guess what? It ain't going to mean shit, right? But you're not going to get to see the perfection of the earth. You ain't going to see the perfection of the riches, right? When we're in power and we're at our peak, you're not going to get to enjoy none of that, man. You're going to be in a pit somewhere if you ain't already burnt up, right? This is that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be. He shall not rejoice therein. Okay, you ain't gonna be great then, right? So surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not say of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods, because you ain't gonna have shit, man. Like, people will always look now, like, oh, look what he's got, and you know what Esau's rolling with, right? Esau ain't gonna have shit but a fucking loincloth, man. Ain't no one gonna be looking to him for nothing. He ain't gonna be desirable, you know. Oh, I desire to be like that man, or what he's got, because he ain't shit. He ain't got shit. Just dustiness, you know. That's all he's got. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, right? So, hey, at his peak, when he's about to wrap it up, fulfill his agenda, you know, his NWO and all that kind of business, right? Guess what's gonna happen? He shall be in straits. He gonna be in difficulties, man. Right? He's gonna be in a bad situation, right? So every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Okay, and the word wicked is the laborers, man. Okay, we're gonna, because we've been used as the labor force in his world, man. You know, building and promoting shit for him, making him more and more money. You know, while we get the crumbs in society, you know, we're gonna be at him, man. So when he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fuel of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. All right, so he's gonna be destroyed. Okay, his countries, well, you know, America's gonna be wholly destroyed, but all these nations are gonna be put down, man. So that is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity. Because the judgment itself is a testimony. And when it comes, it's going to be apparent, man. You know, that these were the wicked. You know, that, you know, America being a nation that can be destroyed, and these Edomites, man, beginning with these wicked elite, are the wicked. And they're going to get put in chains, man. Right? The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from God, and the heritage appointed unto him by God. Right? So that's what's coming to these dudes, man. they think they're cool, man. They think they're safe. Okay, but that couldn't be further from the truth. All right, we're gonna wrap it up with this. Is Joel 27 verse 16 it says, though he heap up silver as the dust, and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on. Right? The saints, the elect, the Israelites. Okay, we're gonna own all that stuff. Okay, not in the same way you own it, like, you know, you got your face printing on shit, your logos and whatever stitched on. No, we're not talking about that. We're not gonna wear your clothes or own your jewelry or, you know, whatever. Okay, all that shit is gonna be melted down and you know, recycled. Right? It's gonna be recycled, right? And we're gonna have it our way. You're gonna have everything our way, man. Ain't gonna be no coins with your fucking face on it. Any of your designs ain't gonna be on shit. You know, we're gonna do things our way, man. It's gonna be ours, right? This is today, though he got silver as the dust and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver. All right. So let's say we're gonna take all of that, man, and that's gonna be ours from henceforth, man. Because like I say, it don't belong to you, man. You amassed this wealth in a wicked way, right? So the Lord's gonna rip it from you, man. Okay, and give it to the just. All right. So, you know, with that, I'm going to say shalom, Lord, this is edifying, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video, man. So, till next time, I say shalom.